You know what, guys? Welcome to ETees Golf Vision. Just busted open this new PGA 2K25. I just realized that it had came out. Watch this. And I think it came out in February. Just now realizing that it's out now. So I went ahead and bought a new controller for it, and we're gonna start streaming this and see how it is. I'm Aaron, by the way. I'm the owner of ETees Golf. It's a golfer in here in Atlanta, Georgia, locally owned. And this is some of the content I'm going to be putting out there. Oh, that looks dope. Tiger in background, Rory. I want to say this. I read it all, y'all. Yep, that too. Hey,
Hello there and welcome to PGA Tour
we gonna do the tutorial.
2K25. My name is John McCarthy and I'm going to give you a few tips in this lesson about how to swing the club. It's one of the most important parts of this game, so let's get into it. All right, to pass this lesson, you got to get that ball on the target marker out there in the range. To start your backswing, pull back on the swing stick and aim for that sweet spot at the bottom of the swing path target window. Then, when the circular power meter reaches the great work, that's what you want. All right, now repeat that same backswing, but this time really try to push the swing stick forward smoothly and hit that white sweet spot on the contact target window at the top of your swing meter. So to reiterate, swing path target window is at the bottom of your swing meter, contact target window at the top of your swing meter. If you want your shot to be the best possible, you got to hit both those target windows in your swing meter.
Bro, just hitting it 300 yards is crazy.
There we go. Looks like you know what you're doing here. Being able to chip well around the green can be a real scorecard saver. It's very important to choose a good landing spot for your chip so that you give it enough distance to roll into your intended target. Now let's see if we can dial in the right distance and get this great work. Now let's talk about one of the most important skills you can have on the golf course, and that is how to read the greens. You can see those beads moving on the green from left to right. This tells us that the green breaks to the right, and that means we will need to aim a little bit to the left so that we can use the break to carry the ball into the hole. Now, aim to the left and see if you can sink this putt. Also, worth noting, you can press the putt preview button to get a preview of how you do.
Damn, the fact that you gotta go out that far.
All right, that wasn't too bad, was it? Glad you got through those lessons. And now we are going to take you over to create your first My Player. There's a whole lot more to explore in here. Can't wait to see what you create in PGA Tour 2K25. And I hope, /know, I will see you out there on the course real soon.
We gonna quick start it. Score, man. Every swing, control, swings into the front off, target more frequently. Above all else, just must get a downswing, focus on, push, pull, switch. We'll take that still have access to you. Take the skill from the market. I felt like, I don't know, this one, man. Talking about like 16, 17. I could hit a good drive about 250, 260. You know? But like I could also bend where I want to hit the ball, man. If I was good at sculpting, walking out this bending and spinning those shots with disregard for swing home, both on and off the game, shaking, drop fade, trick shots, direction, and the snap drop fade by spirit and swing. So power determines the maximum purity strict power, and spin shot, scope the skill, focus on existing advanced skill. Heading a little bit of the about 42. Like that is the technician. Yeah, that kept the worst. 8, 34, 8. Damn. That's a good perspective. Recovery determines the ability to hit out or lie in the scale of live range contact determines hook, slice, or goodness represented by the scale of downswing. Transition. Magician skills. Magicians have access to the recovery skill and recovery skill tree once they reach 85. Unlocking it for the rest of the archetypes. Damn, man, putting 46. Yes, sir. I want to drive the par 5s too. So, we'll do that. got the pronouns now. Nationality. Nationality. Let's go. Let's go. US play. Right-handed. To be honest, I want to have drops. Yeah, I cannot be drained. Finesse, finesse. This is about. PGA Tour Superstar. Let me tell you, bro, this will be my ultimate goal. My ultimate dream. If I could get one of my products into the PGA Superstore, that would be so dope, bro. It would be amazing. That's a dream come true. I have golf gloves, by the way. And that driver 286, bro, that's like where I'm at now. Yeah, 255, shit, 250. Hybrid. I don't know how to see, bro. I'm not spending that yet. Is anything like the last one? That means I have to hit a whole bunch of fairways and do a whole bunch of challenges in order to do that. Got to unlock these. T, coach, recovery, bucket. What are you hitting with? A fucking 2K, what the hell? It's the goddamn 2K for it. See what else I got access to? Oh, nothing. Oh, but we gotta start somewhere. 2K it is. 65. That is. Is this training different from yeah, it is. It goes. Yeah, this is different. Let's do a little bit
Hello
of
and
training, then we'll get out on
welcome
stage.
to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm going to try to get you going as fast as I can so that you can enjoy yourself out there on the golf course. This first set of lessons is just going to talk about the basics of our new Evo swing system. All right, to pass this lesson, you got to get that ball on the target marker out there in the range. To start your backswing, pull back on the swing stick and aim for that sweet spot at the bottom of the swing path target window. Then, when the circular power meter reaches the white circle, or 100% power, push the swing stick forward. Good job on that one. All right, now repeat that same backswing, but this time really try to push the swing stick forward smoothly and hit that white sweet spot on the contact target window at the top of your swing meter.
I'll be
So to
bouncy either way.
reiterate, swing path target window is at the bottom of your swing meter.
Oh, is it gonna get
Contact
there?
target window at
Oh,
the
I'm
top
short.
of your swing meter. If you want your shot to be the best possible, you got to hit both those target windows in your swing meter.
Oh, damn. Maybe draw it next time.
No, that didn't work out. Let's
That was gonna
try
give me an
again.
angle, huh? That was the best swing ever. There it is. More than enough.
That's how we do it. Now we're going to talk about
This
side hill
means if
lies.
it's just
When
to
your
hit
ball is
into
above your
the
feet as
side
a
hill
right-handed
up,
golfer like it is here,
swinging
you're
as fast
going to
as
need to aim a little bit to the right to compensate, as this type
Let's
of
go
lie
into
will
this
naturally
3.
cause your ball to launch to the left of where you're aiming. The opposite is also true. When the ball's below your feet, it's going to go naturally to the right. To complete this lesson, aim a little bit to the right of your target and try to hit that target area up there on the green. And notice how the ball launches from this type of lie. And that will do it. All right, now in this lesson, we want to hit a draw to curl your shot into the target zone. Press and hold the shot shaping button to access shot shaping mode. Move the aim stick to the right, and this is going to turn your shot shape into the draw shape. When you do any shot shaping, you're going to see a change on your swing meter. Those sweet spots we talked about earlier, they're going to change position to show you how to use the swing stick for this new shot shape. Not quite, but I think we'll get it on the next one.
That's it.
Nicely done. That's going to work. And just like that, we're done with our swing lesson. Hopefully you have a better grasp on how our new Evo
You know
swing
what it
works,
is I gotta
PGA
get
Tour
used to? I gotta
2K20.
get
For this
used
next
to like
lesson, we're going to learn
the
how to
lies
dial in
of
your
like
approach shots to help you get as close as you can to that pin
how
before you
far.
start putting.
This is different than
In this
2K
situation, we
22.
have to deal with a headwind. The wind is blowing right at our face. That means we need to compensate by choosing a club that will allow us to cover more distance. Now use the club selection button to choose a new club that will give you more distance. Try to penetrate that wind and get that ball within the target area. And just one extra tip for your information, the higher you hit the ball, the more the wind will affect it. So keep that in mind when you're out on the course. And look at you, following directions like an absolute pro. Now in this situation, the wind is blowing from left to right. We have a crosswind to deal with. This means we have to aim a little bit to the left to compensate. Once you've aimed your shot, you can use the wind to carry the approach shot back towards the pin and stick it close. See if you can get it into that target zone.
It didn't
No
feel
worries. We're
clean
going to
when
try
I
this
said
again. It's all
perfect.
good.
It did not feel clean. So let's go off the green. might be okay. That's gonna be close too. Dang, barely. You gotta aim way to the left. Oh man.
Great work there. That was well done. Now we have to deal with the rough. This is where you do not want to be, but let's face it, we all end up here, so it's best to know how to deal with it. The deeper your ball sits in the rough, the less distance you're going to be able to get on the shots. Now let's choose a club that will compensate for that loss of distance here and knock this close into that target area.
Right there, right there.
Well done. That is what we want to see.
Oh,
Sometimes you're going to end up with a shot that is impacted by the trees. Luckily, we can use shot shaping to get around
that.
a lot of these situations. Let's use a fade to get around this tree. So aim to the left of the tree, hold down that true shot button, move your aim stick to the left to dial in a fade, and hit that ball around the tree and into that target area up there on the green.
It's like a sidewinder. Oh,
Great work. That's what we want to see. Now you've got a few extra tools to get those approach shots close. You'll still need to practice these skills if you want to compete with the best out there on the course. The short game is the most important part of your game to practice. So this lesson's going to get you familiar with how to play shots on and around the green. Being able to chip well around the green can be a real scorecard saver. It's very important to choose a good landing spot for your chip so that you give it enough distance to roll into your intended target. Now let's see if we can dial in the right distance and get this chip into that target area. Great work on this lesson. The bump and run shot is meant to get that ball on the green and rolling as soon as possible. Really, you just want to bump this ball over the rough here and let the contours of the green do the rest. Now see if you can get this chip close.
Oh, damn.
Good try, but I think we can do better. Let's try again.
Shot bush.
Well done. That is how we do it. To get this up and out of this greenside bunker, we will be using the splash shot. As with chipping, you need to pick the right spot on this green to land the ball so that you have enough room to roll out and get it close to the pin. Now dial this one in and see if you can get it in that target area on the green.
Too high. I'm sure the pin.
Good try, but I think we can do better. We'll do one more time.
Okay, so let's do this.
And look at you. That's what we want. Well done. Sometimes you want to get that ball high up in the air and land it softly without a lot of roll, and that is when you need the flop shot. This is great for avoiding any trouble that might be in front of you leading up to the hole, but it can be tricky to execute with precision. Now try to dial in a good landing spot and see if you can flop this close, get it in that target zone. Fantastic work on this lesson. And just like that, we're done with our short game lessons. Putting in PGA Tour 2K25 has more depth than ever before. So this set of lessons will get you primed up to use that putter on and around the greens. When you have a downhill putt, you don't need to hit it as hard as you normally would. So it's important to dial in the right amount of power on this putt. Now, take the slope and the break into account and see if you can sink this next putt.
Oh,
Well, that one did not work. Let's try again.
look at that shit.
Well, that's all right. We got time. We'll try it again.
Damn. God damn.
Didn't quite get it there. Let's try this one again. Good stuff. Well done on this
That's gonna
lesson.
need some time
For
to adjust.
uphill putts, you need to aim
Yeah,
past the
to
hole
the break
to give the
here,
putt
so
enough juice to get there.
real quick.
Putts
There
also
we
tend to
go.
break a little bit less
So
when you're
break
hitting uphill.
later, so it's
Now,
gonna
take
go
the
up.
break and the slope into account and try to
Go
sink
here.
this uphill putt. Boom, there we go. That's what we want. Sometimes when you're on the green, you're so far away, you just want to set yourself up for a nice, safe two-putt. We call these lag putts when you're just trying to get it up there close. Now, pretend the hole's like 4 or 5 feet wide and just try to get it inside of that area.
Get down there.
Unfortunately, that's not going to work, so we're going to try again. All right, that'll do for this lesson. Sometimes maybe you don't want to take a chance landing the ball on a tricky green, or maybe you just want to be part of the cool kids club and take the putter out when you're on the fairway. Doesn't matter. Both reasons are equally valid. Now, see if you can use the contours of the course to get this long putt close to the hole. All right, you seem to know what you're doing here. And that will do it for the putting lesson. Hopefully this
Alright, we get the putt in. Yeah, we're hitting normal distances now. Off the rip. Settings, difficulty. Where we at? Uh, good point, man. Not bad. Right, change the leader. All right, we ready. We ready. Get the pro am. We good. Sure. Not one. I would love for like my brand to be able to get like some girl be featured on here. Trademark it. Be dope. That dude got jeans on, man. Oh, snap. They got a top duck too. They got Tiger Sunday World. Bottom. Benefit over spine. Players simple to get connoisseurs point here to a top. This is point here. That is the season. Top five. No breaking. That's where the do this. Good. That's good too. Let's do the stock market, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh. Okay. Keep track of your current persona. Keep your same persona in the public eye to earn a boost to the popularity. Okay. Ready for fans to come on fans. You'll garner and enough fans to move one step closer to being considered good. Okay. People's important messages with you. You will hop directly into a conversation by selecting respond and the message you want to see. It's like, who is Edge? New player influence contest has been announced. 10 million followers. Getting followed by 7 10 million views. About 10 million followers. What's up? Give me 2K feel. I like it. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's telling me. Okay. Messages. Absolutely. Give the details of the selected brand, including the rewards and the brand. Alright. Okay. So we rock with them as a brand. Like, why not sign on the first go? Let's sign. Give me the clubs first, bro. The golf club brand. Give me some clubs. Yeah. Oh, I'll take off. Good. We got sponsors here. No clothes. This is that. No clothes. Yeah. Alright. Damn, trust me for real. Let's do this. Pro. Let's play it. I should look at the course. What type of course this is? Where are we at timer wise? 39 minutes. Okay. Hey y'all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna end it right here. Shout out to you all for watching the channel. Stay right here for more content, man. I'm gonna be uploading this on Twitch, YouTube, and also Fanbase. Yeah, Fanbase. That's gonna be a new one. But yeah, you can find us on YouTube, Twitch, and Fanbase. All right, and let's see what happens to Edge Acer in this first round with the Power Swing archetype. All right. All right, it's off now, folks. This is Aaron, ETees Golf. Y'all stay tuned. Take it easy. God bless.